Hi, how are you? Happy Halloween out there. This is not an official Halloween ride, but I thought I'd just lean into it a little bit. Haven't worn glitter lipstick in so long. Remember what's important in life. A little glitter lipstick sometimes. I see Elaine Connolly. I see your username. I can, and I will. And I also see your hashtag, chips, not sheep. I wonder what people think that is. People have no idea what that is. If you heard the story before, I don't care. I'm going to tell it again. When I was in Greece with 25 of my friends, having an amazing time, we went on a tour of the Palace of Nestor. And our wonderful host and guide, Demetrius, was talking about the Trojan War and talking about how, well, he had first said a story about the Golden Fleece and how there was gold on the hill, and as if the sheep tumbled down, they collected gold in their wool, and then there was the gold. So he was telling that story, and I was like, I didn't know that. I never heard that. Like, that was new to me. And then he was talking about the Trojan War and that Nestor sent 90 sheep into battle. And he kept talking about how all the sheep that the other kings sent into battle. And I was like, wait a second. I kind of know the story. Watched the movies. I've read a little history. Why? I don't remember this thing about the sheep. The sheep's going into battle. And finally, I was like, I need to be following what's going on. I am really confused, and now I'm hearing all this in my own head. I'm not even listening to what's happening anymore because I'm in my own head. And I said, I am so sorry. Excuse me, I am sorry to interrupt, but can you please explain to me why Nestor sent 90 sheep into battle? And everybody laughed because it was ships. And he apologized for his accent. And I apologized for not using my brain. His accent was lovely. I enjoyed listening to the musicality of his accent. Oh my God, I was so embarrassed. He was embarrassed. We hugged it out. Everything was fine. But it is definitely ship, not sheep. And then somebody sent me, there's a children's book called Sheep on a Ship. So now I can just never, it will always be a thing. Anyway, that's the story of the hashtag. Hello and welcome. Oh my God, I'm so thrilled I can do that with my arm. Yes! Broken shoulder healed. I am Christine, and we have a 20-minute 80s rock ride. It happens to be being filmed on Halloween, so after this Prince song, we're going to go a little dark. There you have it. If you are on the Peloton, you're going to see on your touch screen cadence, output, and resistance. Cadence is the speed of your legs. It'll give you the beat of the music. If it is ever too fast or too slow for you, don't worry about it. Go at your own pace. The most important beat that you listen to is your own. Do not ever forget that. Resistance is controlled by that knob in front of you. To the right, it is harder. To the left, it is lighter. To the right, it is harder. To the left, it is lighter. And in the middle is output. That's the power you create with your cadence against the resistance. It determines where you are on the leaderboard. But please, remember, the leaderboard is like going to the grocery store. I'll explain that in a minute. If you're on the beat of this, your cadence is 95 to 100. I've got my resistance low. It's a warm-up. Easy, comfortable. You got 3 minutes on this flat road. Then we're going to have 3 intervals to finish our warm-up. Then we're going to have 3 efforts on the main set of class. First minute of each song is recovery. Rest of the song will be effort. Those efforts run from about 2.5 minutes to 4.5 minutes. There are 3 of them. Now I was going to finish telling you a story. What was it? Oh, the leaderboard. The grocery store. I know that even if you don't think you're competitive, our ego gets attached to that leaderboard. We refer to it as whether we're at the top or the middle or at the bottom. And I want you to rethink this. Imagine you go to the grocery store and you gather everybody in that grocery store. Come outside and have them run in a race from one end of the parking lot to the other. Is that a fair race? Is that a fair race at all? If you run past someone who is using the electric cart, if you run past someone who's trying to get by on a crutch, you can't see that on this leaderboard, but guess what? This leaderboard is the grocery store. Everybody's here. At all states of fitness, all states of injury, all states of newness, and all states of wicked experience. So, please remember, it's not really a leaderboard, it's a community board. And just to give you another visualization to let that hit home, I want you to imagine that leaderboard turned on its side. So instead of top, middle, bottom, we ride next to each other. That's my preach about the leaderboard for today. You're welcome.